Johnny just showed up, about to haul 2 machines out of town. Alrighty, Johnny's here, loaded up, ready to rock and roll. About 42,000 pounds worth of stuff. We got 2 hours to go, one way. So rather than me taking 2 trips with more than 4 hours of drive time, it would take me more than a day to get all this set up. Let's get one trip with Johnny, tag along, have fun. Grunting her 1400 RPM at 36 mile an hour. Would you say
almost there.
1800 foot-pounds of torque?
Yeah, 1850.
Yeah. I think my 5500 would pull this at speed with one tractor. It's crazy how that low end front just chugging along.
I like hearing it when it's like.
I told you I went for a ride in Ken's old 1970.
The water truck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing doesn't even have a pyrometer or nothing?
Oh, pyrometer?
Yeah.
It says hot when it gets hot.
Really?
Yeah, it'll say when it's reaching.
Oh.
It'll come up here and say exhaust mixes are hot.
You're all good then.
Well, looking on the maps, I think we can go through. That'd be a fun drive going up through that kind of summit. Go down to the hollow.
Pick up the pickup.
Fine.
Pick up your truck.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm down.
So, the Caldor fire is right up in here. Somewhere we're going to be. We got our exits in a half mile, so we'll see if we get any footage of the old fire, but we're going to drop these 2 machines off. I am taller than the visor, so I can't see nothing out the window the whole time.
Should double check where we're going.
Left here.
Kind of forget what road to turn on.
Left and then a right. I'll call Andy if we can find a spot to park. Man, it's cold over here.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to drop.
Said something about a.
Yeah, there's a road right down here. We're just going to have to turn around.
Okay.
Right here, this propane.
Yeah, that's what I remember, the propane. Huh?
Ooh, what's this? There we go. Right there.
Yeah, boy. This ain't your first day. Gooseneck could have just nosed her in.
Yeah, I almost thought about doing that.
Finally. So this job here, it's a little bit out of the range for what we normally do, but needs a mulcher, and Johnny doesn't have a mulcher anymore, so he passed this job on to us, so we're gonna go investigate it. He said there shouldn't be something blocking the trail.
This is it.
Yeah.
That's the access right here.
Yeah. We'll just
You want me to back up right here?
yeah, I'll probably get off this blacktop. I didn't notice that there. Yeah, he probably could have just nosed her in. Made the loop. Dang it. You're still gonna hit them. Yeah, if you backed up and got it just right off the back there. So here's our access point. Check her out. And then we're gonna go up through Tahoe. Oh man, it's cold here. Oh, I guess they do have something blocking the gate. Oh well. The mother trucker size of propane tank there. What about Johnny's setup though? This is I don't know if I'd go with the Lowboy one, but he actually has bigger excavators and stuff, so height does come into consideration. He has to run the Lowboy, but he was talking get a land all with slide axle. Be pretty slick. But this setup works pretty good for this combination. I just had to block the 080 so it doesn't run on the duals. Now in the process of taking everything back apart, dragging those big old heavy ramps out.
Alright guys, for those of you curious why we're not breaking the neck on this Lowboy is because the truck's not actually set up for it. It does not have the ramps. It's non-hydraulic. It is a mechanical Lowboy, so that means you gotta disconnect the kingpin, roll the thing back down in there, disconnect, roll it back on there, blah blah blah. It's a little bit of a hassle, and if you don't have the ramps on the truck, it don't work. It was fun running this setup with Johnny. He's never ran the 080 before, but it was kind of cool. He went ahead and just grabbed the ramps with it and threw it up on there like his own machine. Thought that was kind of cool.
I'm going to document this professional. You spun your screw the wrong way there, guy. I guess that's a little bit easier than dropping one machine and then going back to the house and do this all over again. Burn a whole day for these two. Alright, certainly makes the day go a lot faster if you don't have to turn and burn and do the same thing for the second machine. But got a quick video of Johnny's driving out of here. That's a lot of truck really. I mean, for his operation's the same as ours pretty much. 1 to 2 man operation, but he hauls track chipper. He bought a new one, by the way. Bigger one than the one we bought off of him, and then he's got a 309, so he hauls a 309 and his track chipper on that. It's pretty much the same exact weight, load, and everything we just did, but he goes job to job. He sold his gooseneck, sold everything. Ironically, the guy with the most BA personal setup for his own business, he told me to stick with the gooseneck. For doing out of town trips like this is by far the best way to do it. But in town, within an hour's drive, the gooseneck is definitely an easy route to go, and it's significantly cheaper monthly. Just insurance and registration and stuff alone, it's quite a bit cheaper than this, but this thing is a sweet setup. He's only like 2 feet longer than me with a gooseneck. Spun a tire a little bit. I think he said this truck and trailer combination weighs 35,000 pounds empty. Gotta catch him. Lovely, lovely neighborhood right here. It'd be a shame if somebody drove a unit through here. That was definitely the easiest corner out of the three. You got another one coming up?
We're pretty good from here on out.
So the way we took was pretty much freeway all the way. This is, I guess, the old way. Old kind of way. So it's gonna get a little hairy through here. So I'll get a little bit of action. Damn.
You've been on this road, haven't you?
Yeah, I was about to tell you a story about the first time I came out on this road.
I've never been this section of this road, actually.
Really?
So I've always gone to Cool or cut through Lotus.
I'll pull over and check out the deer, Johnny. I'll pull over. Next time, we'll get them on the way back.
This way does cut off a lot of time, though. Especially this time of the day, we would have hit a lot of traffic.
Yeah. A little rock wall. Yep, I'd say that looks like a sharp corner. You gotta flip all your hazard light things on. Get your beacons going. Now, come on, no cars. Oh, it's all plastered. Look at that thing. I like how people don't even slow down when they come down the hill. Like, oh, semi. No, keep gassing it.
Flipped off, too. Almost every time I come on this road, I get flipped off.
Hmm. Good job. You can consider it your. All right, Johnny. We'll see if that ends up being a 3-day job or not.
Okay.
But
Well, if he does the whole thing, you guys will be there longer than 3 days, I think.
the way Andy was talking, it was just those marked trees. And that didn't look like it was that bad.
That dog goes way back there. It's like 4 or 5 acres.
They were planning 6 loads.
He
So,
wanted to build like 6 houses. See,
well, whatever it
you
is.
guys might be calling one a skidder over there.
I don't know. There was a 508 skidder for 40,000 grapple.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, well, I'll see if it's still up. I'll send you the link. But all right, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Let me grab these tie downs and let's.
I'll text you too about that hauling my equipment that was off.
Okay.
And then renting the trailer if you pull it.
Yeah, the little one don't matter.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to tow that big guy, that gooseneck one.
I'm
So
not making it know.
yeah, have to go buy his.
So I wouldn't want to fuck up your trailer.
No, it's. I'll just trade you for this truck.
Yeah.
All right, let me get these tie downs. Hey, no, man, no. That was a long drive, Kellyanne. That was a long drive. You dinkies, you dinkies, you dinkies. Well, guys, you asked for a semi truck, so I got a buddy with a semi truck and a lowboy. And Johnny's setup is about perfect. And, you know, people keep harping on me to get a semi, and I think it might happen someday. I've been saving my dollars. Tell you what, I have been. But they are expensive, but it is a big perk to be able to haul 2 pieces of equipment on one trailer, or one really big one. Thing with a pickup and a gooseneck, I can only haul one of these machines, and it's kind of pushing the boundaries of what a pickup can do. I mean, it's not out of, you know, its range, but I mean, it's comfortable, but at the same time, it would be nice to have the grunt, the brakes, the engine braking, and everything of a semi to haul one little piece of machinery, or you have to step up, get a bigger trailer, and haul 2. I definitely looked into a similar setup to Johnny's. You got to consider, though, the monthly note on something like that. I don't have any payments right now, but to think if you got one of those, more than likely finance it. They're about 3 times the monthly note that a pickup truck is, which is a pretty big note. But you think about it in the schemes of, well, compared to hiring somebody else, which I don't actually have to do except for Johnny every once in a while when we go to town like we did on here. In his case though, he needs a semi and a lowboy on a regular basis, so he bought his own. That saves a bunch of money and expenses of not having to pay out of pocket to pay another trucker to haul his own equipment. So he still charges his move in, move out, and lowboy fees for the jobs like you normally do, except for he pockets that money, puts it towards his own note, towards the semi, and it's just a better scheme doing it that way. It's not a scheme, it's just reality. That's what you do if you're planning your business properly. So instead of paying somebody else to haul his equipment, he bought his own lowboy, and that worked out slick. And the few chances that we need a semi truck, call Johnny. He's actually got, you heard in this one video, he's got a job coming up that he needs my help hauling his machines into because narrow roads, real tight pattern, he can't get that thing in there because the lowboy axles are all way on the back, so it tracks quite a bit wider. He gets this thing into some pretty nasty jobs, which is pretty, I mean, you'd be proud of that, but at the same time there's still a good place for the gooseneck. So he's going to have me, I'm going to use my Texas Pride, the old gooseneck, which is a 20+5, and is actually a shorter combination than my little buddy trailer beyond the 5500, and it's very maneuverable, and it's nice to, I keep it around just for that, for small jobs that I need to have a high capacity ish gooseneck trailer to get into with some of these tractors. So I'm going to help him out on a couple of jobs, dump trailer jobs and stuff coming out, so try to return the favor when I can. But he's a cool guy, and I'll tell you what, it's no joke riding around in a semi. I've driven a couple of these things back in the day when I first got my CDLs, but I enjoy driving the pickup. To be honest with you, it's a lot less stress, and if you bump a car with a pickup, yeah, I mean, if you hit a wall, hit anything with a pickup on those tight roads. That was a big shortcut, by the way. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the double machines on the Lowboy. We'll see you guys in the next one. Later.